What's going on, YouTube? Tom here. And man, first of all, above all else, I just want to say thank you all so much for 400 subscribers. In fact, it was 430, I think, by the time I left to go do this video as I walked outside. And man, did not think I would get growth just this fast. So, big thank you to Cletus McFarland again for pinning that comment, because that is really helping me grow. I really appreciate it. He's pinned several of my comments before, and some of you all might have seen me around. I've kind of got an infamous reputation now on YouTube as being the guy who comments on a lot of stuff, which, admittingly, I do. So, second big part of kind of big news is I decided to go ahead and apply to be an Amazon affiliate. The reason being is I do share a fair number of links. Now, not massive amounts of stuff. I'm not necessarily sharing all kinds of things on every video, but I share a good bit. And the idea is when I find a product I really like to share it with everybody. You know, most of the time I've shared some of my camera equipment, occasionally something automotive related. And even then, when people see the video and they like it, they're like, hey, where do I get this product? And so, first product is actually not car related, but it ended up being office related. So, I found a set of glasses. Now, some of y'all watching the shit automatic drivers say video might remember them because I wore them kind of to look like hipster glasses. Well, these are actually computer glasses. They work very, very, very well as computer glasses. The idea is when you're looking at a computer, you got a lot of blue light coming in, especially if you're in an office. A lot of times they use the fluorescent lights, and the problem is they're bright as hell. So you get eye strain. First couple days I was at my job, I'm like, oh, this is awful in here. Found these on Amazon, figured I'd order a pair, give them a try. Now usually I've seen things like this, they're like hundreds of dollars. This is some knockoff brand, it's Kepper, I guess is how you even say it. It looks like it's supposed to be Keeper, but instead of two E's, it's two P's. Made in China, but these were $12. $12. I've seen them as high as $300, so I'm going to put a link below to these, and it will be my affiliate link. You work in an office, do check these out. Even if you don't buy a pair, clicks do help affiliate links, and I promise I won't post a lot of crap for affiliates. Everything I post that's an affiliate link, it's going to be a pretty good thing. Back to the sunglasses. Now, on to the topic of today's video. That's enough sidetracked stuff, and that is, once again, let's talk about the Mustang, because some of you all might remember that in the last video. If you're new to the channel, you did watch that. I did mention within the next 6 months I want to get a Mustang. It will be a 2018 model GT performance package with a manual transmission. Now, I more or less have a spec picked out. I did make another video a while ago where I kind of went on the Ford website and did it. I'm going to put a link to that up above. Y'all can go check that out. Now, there are a few things that I'm going to differentiate on that. A couple things where I said I'm not sure if I want to get or possibly will get. So, I'll probably put the full complete spec in another video. But one thing I was worried about was that it wasn't going to be a common spec. Did I pick out a spec that once again I'm gonna have to custom order? I was back in December of 2016. I was looking at trading my truck in here, this Tacoma, on a manual Tacoma, and I decided, well, I'm gonna get a V6 manual TRD Sport. And I thought, that shouldn't be too uncommon, will it? And I went and asked my dealer and said, hey, do you all have one on the lot I could check out? They didn't have one. I was like, well, that sucks. So you don't even have one. I said, do you know of any dealers that do have one then? I might go to another dealer and just check one out, but I'll try to buy it through that dealer. So, I'm loyal. They said, well, no, realistically speaking, you'd have to custom order that. And I did actually talk to another dealer. I went on TrueCar and put the spec in. They called me and said, we don't currently have one. We have one identical to what you're looking at in automatic, or we have another. The only manual they had at the time was someone else's that the deal had fallen through. So I was like, well, shit. Okay, I'm not opposed to ordering a car. If it's going to be the car I really, 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 really badly want, I'll custom order it. So luckily, the Mustang is not going to have to be custom ordered, because I did some research, and it does turn out they do make the spec that I want. It's not an uncommon spec. Now, I searched it, I could only find one that met the exact spec in this area within the 100-mile radius. Which was a bit of a problem, so I was like, okay, and it was the wrong color. But that means they make the spec, meaning I can put an order in to find it, and I won't have to wait the 6 months or 3 months or whatever. They can find one, do the potential dealer trade. It may have to come from out of state, but yes, the spec I want exists. And then I might consider some deviation. Like, I know the big one was MagnaRide. MagnaRide was something I was unsure about. And if the car happens to come with MagnaRide, if I happen to find it and the car I want has it, I won't be opposed. Or the spoiler delete, it's the same thing. So it's about half and half on spoiler deletes right now, with performance packages. Now, I think I mentioned that I kind of want the spoiler, just because I want to change out the spoiler, and that way it already has the holes drilled in it. But if the car didn't have a spoiler, I wouldn't be mad, just because you could always drill them in later. But the problem is, more chance of screwing up, and then if you drill it in, you're exposing bare metal to salt air, so. But, again, now to address the main title of this video, and yes, that is, I do want to go ahead and get this Mustang sooner. Thing was, I was putting it in April or May, and I really do think at this point, March is definitely a possibility, possibly even February. The reason being, everything's looking like it's going to line up in place. Now, I'm talking about finances still. I'm kind of in crunch numbers. What my original down payment idea was $20,000, and to be quite honest, I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it's the money I have, and I really don't want to take every last penny and put it towards that. So, we'll see. Once again, we'll see. I do want to try to pay this car off early if possible. But hopefully the car can be paid off early. As some of y'all know, I am going to go back to grad school. And the problem with grad school is the money, I know, is not going to be as good. Luckily, I have sources to help pay for school itself, but the problem is working a job and going to school. Then on top of that, right now, I was going to try to do the 6-day work week thing, and yesterday I got off work. It was my first time ever doing this whole 6-day work week. I thought, nah, I went to school, worked on Saturdays, that was 6 days. Suddenly you realize working and going to school is not the same. So, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep that up. But the good news is, with this YouTube channel growing, that may end up changing. So, we have to see. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you all think. Are you all excited for the potential of the Mustang getting here early? Do you want to see this Mustang? Are you tired of me talking about it? Anyway, and then once again, check out these computer glasses. The link will be down below in the description, because they really do work. Pretty much half the people in my office have now ordered them and loved them. So, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you're stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. Help this channel get to 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, take care. Have a good day.